Hello. Is anyone there? Hello. I think you're there, Mother. How are you doing? I hope that today is finding you well, although you forgot the time again, Mom. Oh, hello. How are you, Miss Schlicks lady? Hi, Kiana. How's the puzzle business going? Hi, Pat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What time is it for you? Everybody introduce yourself. How's your day going? How is this lovely Tuesday? Do I look yellow under these lights, y'all? I'm in another room. My husband left to go to the actual office, so my brother's here, but otherwise I have the house to myself with the little doggy. So I figured I would set up in another room because I don't have him on business calls, but I do need to do some filming in the other room. How is it going on this lovely day? What is the temperature where y'all at, by the way? Out here, it is fluctuating between like 70 some days and then there's like 40 other days. So I'm like, allergies all over the place, y'all. We're gonna... So what's the average size of a puzzle that you do? It is so funny that you posted the picture about the puzzle because I just started a blog. I need to finish where I started incorporating how I like puzzles. I got a really cool box set in there, but 1,000 is a lot, especially since you said you just take them apart and put them in the closet. 1,000 pieces. I'm about to shout that to the rooftop. If I did 1,000-piece puzzle, I would probably do a vlog every day. Somebody has to see this mess. And then I would tape it and glue it together. 4 p.m. Oh, okay. Decent times. That's good. 1,000. Oh my God. Okay, you said and up. What is up? Like, what's the maximum amount? Kiana's into puzzles, y'all. She posted this thing on Instagram the other day about 1,000-piece puzzle. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of pieces. That's a lot. How long does that take you? I like about I don't know. I like a good 500 piece or whatnot, but I kind of like irregular. Let me show y'all one that I have it in my blog. I'll give you a sneak peek. So you ever did irregular puzzles? Let's see if you can see that. There we go. See, there's a wolf. It has like irregular shapes. And then there's one that's a cat. And it actually has wolf pieces and cat pieces like incorporated. Now this is pretty cool because it's irregular. So I actually glued it together and incorporated and saved it. All right, we'll get off puzzles. I don't know if the rest of y'all are into puzzles. Hello, Kenny. How are you doing? Weather's up and down high. Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely cozy weather for reading and weather for not getting out. I unfortunately have, I got a big old yard and I need to save some money. So I've been out there raking all these leaves. It's ridiculous. I'm so annoyed I have this house because I have so much lawn maintenance that comes with it. And that doesn't even include the house. So I got to save money where I can. So I'm out there raking leaves. I figured I would start cutting branches and leaves. And I have noticed in the few years I've been here, each year I cut back the amount of branches off these trees or literally just cut it down. I'm out there with a chainsaw, y'all. But I've definitely seen a drastic reduction in the amount of leaves I have in my yard. However, I have a lot of friggin' trees, so it's still a lot. So this week is my week that the township is going to pick up all those leaves, just suck them up. So I just got to get them to the curb. So this week is no exercise in the house. My exercise is outside, except for today because I'm with y'all folks. Anyway, but yeah, it's a lot of work. Afternoon, 4 p.m. What, 2,000 pieces? Oh, yes, it is. Ugh. Yeah, so that's a lot. I don't know. I give you credit for that one. Good luck. I want to see a picture. Show me pictures. Say hello. Hi, everybody. Say hello. I want one of those puzzles. I saw them on IG. I know. I saw one that was like 60,000 pieces. And then there's like puzzle championships and stuff. I'm like, man, I wish I would have known about things like that or had access to it. I like puzzles, but I don't know if I want to sit and compete for that long period of time. That's a lot, but the end result is cool. I like the puzzles that have I prefer 500 or less, but I also like unique designs. That to me is more of the fascination with it, of like the challenge and design or a pretty picture versus just putting it together. Because, I like my books. 55 degrees here, but oh my God. Well, I mean, you're in Cali, though. I mean, y'all got good weather all the time. Don't rub that nest in. I have allergies because it was like 76 last week, which is crazy. In November, 70 something? That makes no sense. And then today you wake up and it's like 30s and 40s. I don't get that. Everybody's sniffling. I'm good was misgendered for the first time in a long time. Always nice to be called Mr. because my name is close to Kenneth. Yes, that is right. People do that, Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it kind of sucks when people do that, but it's like, look at me, okay? But, these days, though, I feel like there's so much confusion in the world with, he, she, them. I won't get into all that. I'm more of tell me what you want to be called and I will call you that. But I think people are kind of like apprehensive at times about what to call people and what their names are and what the intention is. So kind of skate on thin ice sometimes. Hello, Rita. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I've just been big money today. Ooh, oh no. Only be caused by other people in sewage link using one. That is the worst. Oh my gosh. Yes, definitely. I stress big time in my home. Do not throw tissue down the drain. And I mean, we use wipes in our house, but definitely should not go. Even those flushable ones, I hate when people are like, oh, you can flush it. No, flushable wipes still clog your toilet. You should not put them in the toilet. And I actually stress not even putting regular toilet paper in the toilet. We have trash cans. We have a lot of them. Throw that stuff in the trash and empty the trash often. That's just me. Yeah, you got to save your plumbing. Oh my gosh. Is that a rental property, Pat, or is that like your house? Because it sucks when it's like a rental or something like that. And you done told them and they paying rent and that's not going to cover that. Ooh, don't get me heated, girls. Just discovered there are puzzle competitions and I'm trying to get my sister. Ooh, where are they at? Do some legwork for me. Where do they like, do they go in circles? Because the one that I saw on YouTube was, it wasn't here. Germany or something? Definitely wasn't here, but that would be cool. Like an amateur level. Okay. I'd probably be there. You and I would be there probably with like 60-year-old ladies, but that's fine. That's fine. That's my gym crew when I go to the gym. That would be really fun though, Hey, I like that I can discuss not only books, but puzzles. Anyone else in the crowd into puzzles? Think it'll be fun. Go. I know, that would be cool. If you go to one of those, definitely do some pictures or something. I think that would be so cool. Not my family causing us a sewage link from other homes. Okay. Okay, so they're coming near you. I get you. Okay, so they're linking. Yeah, that really sucks. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, plumbing is definitely delicate. We have our own home here, but we really would. I mean, for multiple reasons, we definitely, my husband and I are both wanting to move. We've been wanting to do that for a while. And so that's our goal, although we were thinking this will be our forever home. But like I said, multiple reasons this will not be. But I don't like the idea of home ownership and all the maintenance that's required, because sometimes you just don't recoup that money when you go to sell, and it's a lot of a chore. Like, we have this big old house, and our roof, I got a quote 2 years ago, and I know it's higher now because I don't think the guy included everything, and it was $17,000. That's a lot. So I'm thinking it's like 20 now. That's a lot of money that I have to save to replace the roof on a home, and that don't include anything else. And then the yard is a nightmare, which is why we try to get out there ourselves. Now, my husband's all about paying somebody to do something, and I am not about that life. For one, I think, okay, we won't go into gender roles because I know they're kind of fluid these days, but still, we can rake some leaves. What, you can't? If I can rake some leaves, you can rake some leaves. So I go out there and initiate, and he gonna follow behind. But we need to save some money for when we move somewhere. Let's see. Big one was in Spain, but probably do the local ones. There's one in December. Ooh. Okay, well, let me know if you know of any that are in like Pennsylvania or New Jersey. I think that would be really cool. Hey y'all, hi Tia. How you doing, pretty lady? Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna be doing some sprinting today. I want to know what y'all are reading. What are you doing? Ooh, I don't even have my list, y'all. I am unprepared. As you can tell, I'm in a different location. Did I bring my little bucket? Hold up. Nope. Well, I got my bucket here. I didn't write it down. I didn't bring my pad, so I guess I'll get that later. But what are y'all reading? I got my perfume. You know, I gotta, I can't even open this sucker, y'all. I gotta get some filming done because I procrastinated the entire morning and filmed 5 minutes and did not like any of it. So I'm going to film on this first sprint. Nonfiction November, y'all. I am, for the most part, done. And I am on Scoldin now. Anybody participated in Scoldin? That is Indigenous Author Month. Hello. Love seeing you in your oh my gosh, y'all. Did y'all see that? Okay, so let's talk about that short. That short, I was just digging through. For those of y'all that don't know, I was in the military, so I'm a veteran. I did 20 years. I posted a short last week for Veterans Day, and I was just digging through my old, you dig through stuff last minute, and I was like, let me try on these pants. And then my husband was like, oh, well, why don't you say, Happy Veterans Day to YouTube? I was like, okay. So I kind of just, put it together real crazy. Go take a look at it. It's like 5 seconds. I went back 45 minutes later. I couldn't believe so many people watched that video. It's nice, but my content isn't the most popular. So I so appreciate each and every one of you that take the time to look at my videos. I really do. But overall, my videos are not the most popular. So I was so surprised. So many people. It really warmed my heart. It goes to show you that things you don't spend the most time in sometimes resonate with people the most. So there you go. I spent an hour doing a short, and I think I had like 10 people look at it. So that one didn't take long at all. So, but yes, that uniform halfway still fits, I will say. Your girl keeping it together. Yeah, I've been out. Oh my gosh. Has it been 10 years? 8 years? 2006. Was it 2016? Oh my gosh, y'all. Hold up. Yeah, about 8 years. Long time. Dial A for aunties. Have I heard that? What is that about? I think I've heard that title, but don't know what it's about. Tia, what are you reading, Tia? Everybody say yeah. Working and listening to The Hookup Plan by Farah Roshan. Ooh, okay. That sounds like a romance, kind of. Finished Blood and Poison by Mary Watson. Did do a couple of Scoden reads. Ooh, awesome. Anyone to talk about? I am reading Crazy Brave right now. This could actually be a nonfiction November and Scoden, but I'm doing two vlogs. One is nonfiction, the other is Scoden. So, and I'm still working on this one, but nonfiction is done. So I'm gonna just add this to Scoden there. You're taking back book. Yeah, I kept them long enough. You saw those were Pat's going through my content. Much appreciated. That is another one of those spur of the moment shorts, but it didn't do that well. And it wasn't filmed well either, But yeah, I kept those Black Wienerthon books long enough. I think other people are looking for them. I just kept renewed them. Perish or Apple Crush? Perish or Apple Crush? What is Perish or Apple Crush? I'm gonna say Perish. I don't know if that's a game or food. I'm hungry either way. I made journal of fold laundry. Okay, there you go. You know what? Nothing wrong with that. You know what? Laundry probably suits well, so you can put it up, and that way you can have room for journaling. So I would say do some laundry first. Get it together, right? Okay, y'all. So I want to start with the first sprint so I can get this filming out of the way because I'm already behind. I didn't even work out this morning or go outside yet. I'm still behind. Procrastination, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Last article. Ooh. Get some work done. Nothing wrong with that. What's your article about? I also voted for the Goodreads. Ooh. I have not. I'm kind of new to the book community, and this will be my first Goodreads Awards. And I didn't even know about that, even though I've used Goodreads forever, till I saw Jess Owens' video yesterday. I think she was talking about the books. So I will be doing that. I actually put a note. I got a planner today, or not today, but I'm getting a planner together, and I have that on the list. Accidental murder, and she needs her aunties to come. You know what? Sometimes family needs to help. Although, remember that book, My Sister's a Serial Killer? Don't make it a habit. Those are books I may read. One is about generational curses, and the other is a middle grade graphic novel. I would say generational curses. Girl, what did I just say? Generational curses. I will say that. Christmas gift ideas. Ooh, there you go. If you got some readers in your family, go right ahead. I agree. Just put a candy cane, tape it on top. Bam, that's a gift. Hello, how you doing, Miss Adrienne? How's your day? How are you feeling? Are you doing great? How's the meeting? Do you put down the hammer? White Out by Daniel. I keep hearing about that book. Tiffany D. Jackson, Nixon, Angie Thomas, Andrew Woolfo. Man, you got a lot of books out there. Nicola Yoon's second book, To Blackout. Hey, you got tons of books up on the docket, man. I love it. Are you using the lot? Well, no, I know you said your library was not very great. Are you a physical book person, or are you a e-reader? Because that's a lot of books with a lot of big price tags. Everybody say hi. Give Miss Adrienne some love. A Girl Called Echo, the Marrow Thieves. I was looking that up yesterday. I have this AnyPlay app, and I keep typing in books and they are saying, what does it say? No license. It's pissing me off. I think I'm going to do something that says don't get any play. Indigenous people history of the U.S. for Skoden. Yes, Skoden. I have definitely been learning a lot, even with the fiction. I've been enjoying Skoden, I will say. Hello, Bree. How are you doing? So, Bree, I know on your sprints, or was it Brandy? Y'all were together the other day. We were talking about library cards. We won't go into that. But Stark County has sent me a message about how to acquire. But I need to speak to my mama first because she in Texas. Trying to figure out if Stark or Austin's where it's at. Who is more, right? We're all doing well. Yes, I hope everybody is doing well. Say hi to Bree, y'all. 6 authors. Am I thinking of the right book? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of White Smoke, I think. Wait, hold up, y'all. White. Of course, a film comes up. Oh, here we go. Who was the author? Who was the author of Whiteout again? Let's see, Whiteout. Oh, Daniel Clayton. Okay, well, I keep coming up with that movie, which was good. Y'all got these allergies going on. Damn, all these people coming out. Okay. So, sorry, y'all. I'm looking up this book here. Okay, I get you. You have all these authors in the mix. Why are the young adult Christmas Ooh. Okay. Think better get a friend to pull out the most epic apology of her life when inspired to write it, but then can always prefer the magical moments. Is that one of those heartwarming books? I was thinking it says Christmas time. I was thinking it could be for the holiday havocathon, but I don't know. Let me know if that's one that I should add. It looks kind of more heartwarming. It might not be adding to the chaos. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Everybody said hello. I Bible. Ooh, you probably have a cool library. Too bad you don't have socials. You're on the Discord, right? Can you send a link on post a picture on Discord so we can see your library, how you do your books? I can't show you mine. They're just stacked up on the floor. I know. Oh no, I'm not the plug, but yeah, but I will definitely use it. But yeah, I need to talk to my mama. I want to see if I should go with the Stark. Stark is 30 a year, and Austin is 22. So, and it said Stark had like 500,000 ebooks, but Austin I'm trying to figure out which one has more. I looked up the Austin one and I was prepared. Then I got the Stark thing. So I'm going to decide today. Yes, Bree. Are you enjoying your new job? Stark has more. I ended up getting 3 more library. Oh my gosh. Crazy. See, I felt like Austin had, when I looked up Austin, it looked like they have more, like of the books that I just kind of typed in my Black Weenathon books because a lot of them were not on audiobook. And it looked like Austin had them more on audio version. So that was what I was comparing. So I don't know. All right, I'll take a look at Stark a little bit more. I just need one more. I don't need tons. What about feels like a Friday the 13th type book? Everyone in the book isn't it? So I was waiting for them to be. You know what? That's nice. Nothing wrong with that. I would think, Weight of the Blood is Carrie. So I was going to say that YA books, killing and all, but it's Carrie kind of retelling. So I can see why. Well, I'm glad you like it. Yes, I've heard of that. Tiffany D. Jackson. Yeah, I was thinking of Whiteout when you were talking about the different authors, but Tiffany's on that one too. So I need to step up my game. I only have 2 left. You know what? If they're free, I'm all about it, you know. I'm trying to get maybe some audio. But you know what? Hold up. Okay, so I do Any Play, right? I recently got Any Play, and that's like $25. Let me do some math. $25 every 3 months. So 25 for, okay, so that's $100, right? Hold up, y'all. Oh my God. American school system, right? 25 times 4. Yeah, $100, right? And so if I was to get Stark and if I can get Austin, 22, that's 55. So that's still cheaper. So if I even got both of those just as options, I like that my library, I can still get physical. I enjoy a physical copy, and I don't know. We'll see. Because I have Kindle Unlimited. I tried to cancel them, and then, but then they were like, "Oh, instead of paying $9.99 every month, we'll give it to you for." I think it was like, was it $4.99 or the $9.99 for the next 3 months, and then the next, I think January. Either way, whatever. I think January is the next billing, but I definitely plan to cancel that one because a lot of the books that I try to get aren't there, but they come through with a lot of like the smutty books, and I will say, but we have options. I'm trying to decrease the number of services I have around, but library cards are nice. I definitely enjoy a physical book. That's kind of where I'm at when it comes to the book arena, is I want a physical book. But I do like an audio and electronic if I can't get it any other way. So I definitely want that as an option. But it's good to have a physical book. That's where the library cards for me are coming in at. I want to have a physical book if I can get it from my library, and then have an audio component to it. That's what, so that I can kind of have some options. That's why I want a library card. Because my library does not have audio. So we'll see. Awesome. Peace of mind is where it's at, Bree. So I'm glad that you are getting it together somewhere else. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sucks to not have a good library system. I will say that. It makes me upset that I didn't use my library system much until recently, because they do have a pretty good selection. So invest in that. See if you can get the plug with somebody else. Hope Alex Photoshop went well, Bree. I hope so too. Don't know much about it, but I hope so too. Okay, yeah, I want to get to a sprint. So let's see. I have a timer already set up here. We're going to do 45 so I can go film and get this nonfiction stuff off the docket while I have it in my brain, what I want to say. Okay, so, oops, hold up. Come on. There we go. Okay, y'all. Happy reading. 45. Oh, nope. Hold up. That didn't do it. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh my gosh, I got some bots in here. Oh my gosh. Hello? Is this stream stop? Can y'all hear me? Am I? Oh, I wonder if I gotta cut this feed here. Oh, sorry. Oh man, how you doing? Oh, I was trying to figure out. I was taping in the background and I didn't hear the sound. Did the timer end? Yes, I saw those bots here. Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't realize 45 minutes had went by so quickly. I was running into issues with filming. It always takes me longer, especially since I didn't prepare what I was trying to say. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. How did your reading go? Oh my gosh. Oh, how long ago did it end? Man. Oh, sorry about that. Porn site. Yeah, we're not doing porn today, y'all. That's not my jam. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can use this little timer thing since it's already over here. Sorry. See, that's why I need to not be doing multiple things. I try to read on sprints and then I get sidetracked. Hello, G-Girl. How are you doing? How's the day going? I'm filming my nonfiction November. I kept starting over. I'm one of those people that when I film, it takes me a while. Once I start filming, I'm fine. It's just that I have a hard time starting. So I'll start, then delete, start, then delete. You know, I'm just not. Chatty, you're really good with the one shot, no edit. I really wish I was that person. I'm definitely not. Oh, blocked the bot. Then it went, I should have been here. I do need to finish. So on the next sprint, which we're going to start very shortly, I'm going to finish and then just be done. I'm almost done. I just ran into some issues with some other stuff. Sorry to leave y'all hanging. Was not my intention. I tell you that. Ooh, log in for work. Oh, well, you know, we got to make money. We always say that, right? Chatty. Well, thank y'all for sticking with me. Much appreciated. So how are your books going? How is reading going? Chatty, what are you doing? Are you reading? Why does it look so yellow in here? Okay, let me see. Oh, I have Crazy Brave here. I don't know if I said that earlier. This is a memoir by Joy Harjo. And it's pretty good. It's pretty short too, so that's what's nice. But I'm about, is that where I'm at? I didn't realize I was this far. Okay, well, I'm a little bit over, I would say that's halfway, a little bit less than halfway, actually. I've been reading this off and on, so oh my gosh. I'm like flustered here. We're running all over the house. I was like, I don't hear that noise. Big pause before I start, like how I used to feel when you had to leave a message on the end. Yes. But you do a really good job, though. I'm like, I think I'm just too much of a perfectionist. Not that it's anywhere near perfect, but I just like to make sure that I add in the things that I want to say. I want to make sure they get said when I do my film. So if I feel like if it's not good, I just go back. And then eventually I just say, screw it. Seriously tired of working. I'm about to pay off debt so I can retire. That's what I want to do. You figure out that formula, you let me know, okay? We will retire together. I want to retire to some sort of Caribbean island. I ought to go to Thailand. I ought to save up like, let's say what? 200 grand and move to Thailand. Thailand's cheap from my understanding. Let me know if any of y'all have ever been to Thailand. But I hear Thailand is cheap, that you can live for like $100 for a week or a day or whatever and be like a queen. So I wonder if I can save up like $200,000 and then move to Thailand, let's say when I'm 50. I wonder if that'll allow me to just ride out the rest of my life, like live like, just a nice, simple middle class background, nothing's major. I wonder if I could do that and not be hurting for anything with their bot dollar. Here's cheap, expensive to get there, but cheap once you get there. Good to make Seoul such a happy place. Yes. Let's see, 2 chapters and a cuppa. Gotta love that. I got some latte, cinnamon latte the other day. It was delicious. Pat, you're going to finish that book before you know it. How many books, Pat, would you say did you read a week? Cooked dinner, me and the kids got home in the rain and are now wearing Christmas ones. You are early. Oh my gosh, Chatty. Okay, you are definitely early. You're from the UK, right? I wonder if you're near everybody else. Love a good onesies. The only thing about onesies is trying to go to the bathroom. I wish they had like an old days, they have that flap. That would be funny, right? So you update on Goodreads. I commented under my Goodreads account, Suzanne. Ooh, what the updates say? I haven't been on Goodreads. I have a thing to do that tomorrow. Oh, what happened to my feed? Jealous of you, cuppa. Yeah, I want one too. Glampire. Oh my gosh, y'all in this glampire thing. Yeah. Goodreads is nice. Everybody keeps saying that we should go to StoryGraph. I don't know. I'm partial to Goodreads because I kind of do a lot of things with Amazon, so it's just an easy transfer over. And I have all my books thus far, although I should have started Goodreads forever ago. I'd probably have like 600 books on there now, but I fiddled with it, but I never really started using it until recently. But I don't go there as much. I just feel like it's so slow at times. Do y'all think that too? I mean, it gets the job done, but I just feel like it's just slow. And I tend to be Energizer Bunny and click around. And next thing you know, I'm on something else. It was not my plan. They got them and is having a matching one. Oh, that would be a good family photo. I don't know if you're one of those that do the Christmas cards. There you go. Onesies. Retire somewhere I can walk into my yard and pick my breakfast. Ooh, yes. Anywhere tropical, you can do that. I don't suggest going to Hawaii. Not that you're over here to do it anyway, but Hawaii is expensive. But I hear Thailand, that's the one place for some reason keeps sticking to my head because it's on my bucket list. But I hear Thailand is cheap or expensive to get to, but cheap living while you're there. But, we would stand out, of course. So I don't know if that's really good or not. But I think when you decide to live internationally, you got to commit to it. It's not one of those in and out. I just know the health systems and everything here, I mean, they suck, but I know it. So that would be kind of drastic. I always worry, though, if you go to another country, I guess you have to become a citizen, right? I just worry about healthcare and medical and things like that if I ever get sick and how to navigate that. Yeah, I need to look at that more. I've seen a few videos on StoryGraph. I'm just apprehensive of pulling the plug because I hear you have to transfer each of your books. It doesn't just go over. But I do like StoryGraph. I think doesn't it separate your books? Like you can get page counts and you can also get a breakdown by genre. I don't care about page counts, although that's interesting, but I would love to break down what's the genre of books I read for the year. Yes, you can. You can definitely transfer over. No, hold up. Maybe it is. I was told that you have to do individually. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. 3 or 5 depends if I also audio them more. Okay, that's pretty good. That's really good. Yeah, I've been liking some audiobooks. I mean, nothing beats my pages, sitting there with my book, but I like a good audiobook component. I think that's going to be kind of my new, my new method when I choose books, unless I really want to read it. Yeah, I want that dream too. I am when I remember to update. I'm under Suzanne. I'm going to switch to Storygraph entirely after. Ooh. Well, let me know how easy that is. I wouldn't mind an alternative to Goodreads, because Goodreads is all I've ever known and I know how to use it. But I've heard Storygraph, it looks like it's not that so difficult. Oh, really? Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to take a look at that. I have heard that. Oh, you have both? Oh my gosh. So how does that work with both? Do you have to log, like, let's say you finished a book today. Do you have to log like into each to do your reviews? Like, how does that work? Stay in the USA. I don't want to risk moving to an unstable government. Exactly. Yes. See, Jingle, you and I are on the same page. I agree. But retiring around here is expensive. Your best bet if you're staying in the US is to go down south. Like, I'm in New Jersey, but I'm from Texas, and I would definitely like to go back down to Texas. But I would really prefer we made the same money that we make here and go down south, because we make good money here, but it sustains us here, which has a higher cost of living. If I made the same money and went down south, my cost of or my standard of living may increase. I don't know. I am a simple girl. I don't need a whole lot. I don't need luxuries. I don't need jewels. I don't need a big house. I have that. It's overrated and it's sucking me dry. But I'm all for moving back down south. I told my husband, hey, look, put that in your corporate, whatever, the annual review they do. We are open to moving sooner than later. Oh, you're not active. Oh, okay. Yeah, I try to review everything that I read via Goodreads. Physical books are nice. I agree. You have a log on to both. Oh, see, yeah, that's too. I have way too many logins already. I don't want to do it. Like, I keep up with my reviews via Amazon. Like, when I review my books, of course, I talk about them on, social media, but I review on Amazon and cut to Goodreads because for some reason the rating will go over, but not the actual review. So, but I don't want to log on to another account. So actually goal might be to be up to date with Storygraph. I've not pulled the plug on Goodreads due to friends being. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Yes. Goodreads now, I don't keep up a big fan base. Like, YouTube is my primarily my outlet for communicating with people, my bookish community that I love. I post stuff like my reviews and stuff because it helps people and or whatnot on Goodreads. But I like to fiddle around with their little boards and things like that. But I have a few friends on there, but I won't say I keep up with it. Like, if I go on there, I'll take a look at some of the people that I know and say hi or look at their books, but it's not my primary thing. I don't go there very often. I'll make the move. There you go. You're like, Swarm. My logs are always opened on my phone. I have not logged in since it's opened. You're like, nope, not going to do it. See, I like to see what people have to say because people are a-holes. So I was looking at, was it Jess Owens? It was somebody I was looking at the other day, and they were talking about how when it comes to the Goodreads awards and things like that, and even other book awards, like, let's say Goodreads specifically, right? If people just give star ratings with nothing behind it, okay, well, that's why you have certain books that win, right? But it doesn't always reflect how people like the accurateness of whether or not a book is good. Now, granted, ratings are subjective, but at the same time, I've seen some really good books that I'm like, why is this a 1 or 2 star? And you see books that consistently are low rated, but there's no words behind why. To me, it just screams biasness. And there's like these accounts that are anonymous and stuff like that. And to me, I'm just like, okay, I want people to know I gave this book a 1-star or a 2-star or a 5-star for a reason. Because some people do utilize that for their reviews about whether or not they want to read a book. I feel like a star, while it's helpful, it's not helpful to me to determine if I'm going to read a book, because I don't know if why is somebody rating it that, I don't know if I said that right. Yeah, Discord. I like Discord, but I'm not. When I first got into Discord, it was MJ's Discord. It was new and novel to me, but it is definitely a time consumer. And it's a lot of different chats going on. And sometimes I don't have the time for it. So I kind of stick to a few and check it every once in a while. But it's fun to connect with people, though. I do have challenges. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Challenges are fun. Corpus Christi area. Ooh, I need water. I can't be landlocked. Board is not an option. Why not? Because of hurricanes. The water's bluer. It's clearer. Charlemagne the God says the crazy people live in the Bronx in Florida. Well, Charlemagne the God is a trip himself. I don't know if that's his image that he portrays out to other people or him, but Corpus Christi, I have been there. It's nice. I would rather live a little bit more close to the coast, though. But that's a nice area. Live near San Antonio. But yeah, it's nice to have water. I want to live down south further so that I have good access to be able to travel. And most places I want to travel are like a water location and like the Caribbean. So keep that in mind if you like to travel. You want to be somewhere where it's easier to get to different places. Although Texas is pretty central, but I would live probably further south. You know what? It's to each his own. That's just food for thought, that there is a lot of people out there that are sketchy as hell, low rating. I'm going to just say minority books, marginalized populations. There's a lot of sketchy people out there that do not want marginalized populations to succeed in whatever fashion they choose to not want to succeed in. But particularly in books, there are people that were out there that were low rated just for the fact of who the characters are and who the author is. So for that reason is the reason why I specifically, for every book by a minority that I read, because I don't rate everything. Most of the time I do. Short stories, not all the time. But specifically by a minority author of whatever minority, I will intentionally make sure I go and leave a review, because I see so many reviews that just have a low star rating and nothing else behind it. And it just pisses me off. Anyway. Oh, San Antonio's nice. San Antonio is nice. It's cheaper than California. San Antonio is a tourist town. I'm not a big fan of tourist town because you run into all the tourists, and tourists are a-holes. As a tourist myself, I see why. Gurus, because I entered the giveaways and you're more likely to get selected. Yeah, I go every once in a while and go through and give into them giveaways, but I have not won anything yet. I want to move exclusively to Storygraph because I want to split out audiobooks. Oh, so they have more categories. That's interesting. Food for thought. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Storygraph. I'm not sold yet. I will say I'm not sold. However, I do like that Storygraph does have more options out there. I think Goodreads is just doing the basics. Goodreads in my wrap up. The Library of the Dead needs more love. There you go. Okay, I'll take a look at that one. Storygraph has all the stats. I know. That's nice to get those stats, I will say. Yeah, I don't know. I can barely just do my videos and be on here. So I'm trying to complicate things. But Yeah, if they transfer over, it might be nice though. It would be nice though to just log in and do my review and automatically have it go to the other one. That would be spiffy. But I'm just cut and pasting, but it still takes time. Luckily, I have some time. Trigger warnings. Yeah, see, that's one of those things I never thought about until I got into BookTube because I'm not. I mean, it's nice to know certain things, but I do think trigger warnings are also, for the most part, spoilers. But I'm not. I don't know. I don't really care that much about trigger warnings, but I know that that is important to many populations. So I get it. I get it. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and start this timer so I can go finish my video. And I think I had some food come in. So hold up. Yes, I like all the stats. It lets me know what kind of. Yeah, exactly. See, y'all are trying to convince me. I'll see if I have some time. If I have some time, I'm going to check it out. Okay, y'all, let's get some. Ooh, hold up, Jigra. What are you doing? Corpus Christi borders of Gulf. I need fresh seafood. That's the state. I love. Ooh, seafood has less calories too. Yes, and seafood is cheaper in Texas. Seafood is expensive in Florida. Probably it's going to the Gulf, but I think it has to do, or on the. I guess it depends on where on the Gulf, but I think it has to do with it being tourist area over there of why it's more expensive. Hey, that's fine. Hey, I can come visit you. You move to Corpus Christi and get one of them nice big beach houses. And if I ever move to Texas, you're going to be my vacation spot when I don't want to go to the Caribbean. Let's see. The way to do it, if you're reviewed or not, read a lot of books recently where stuff may be triggering. Yeah, that's true. That's true. People, I've learned that a lot. There's a lot of people in the BookTube community with some trigger issues. So I get it. I get it. All right, y'all, let's get some reading done, okay? Happy reading, 30 minutes. I remember this time. How's it going? Okay, I finished taping. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. I don't know why. I feel like some videos I have a harder time than others getting it together with. Let me pause that. Click on pause. I'm gonna just use that same one. Okay. There we go. Sorry, trying to click through this. What is going on? I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway. Let's see. Where was I at on here? Where am I at? Oh my gosh. I think I'm right here. I think. I could be wrong. So Pat says, hydrate. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all do that way. What is going? Okay, so nope, I took that off. So Kenny says, hi everyone that came in. Yes, everyone, welcome, 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 welcome. As everyone be welcome, but y'all got to pick your own breakfast. Yes, definitely. Don't do the legwork. We're all welcome to go to Jigra's house or go to your beach house. As long as you're on the water, I am all for it. I do hear that there's some really good fresh seafood there, but it's been, oh my gosh, it's been years since I've been to Corpus Christi. It's been quite a while. San Antonio, oh my gosh. When was the last time I was there? Probably had to been at least 13 years ago. It's been a minute though. But I go to Texas like about once a year, but I'm all around like the Houston, Central Texas area. Very nice though. It is nice to be blessed to be live near some water, regardless of what color it is. Just make sure you get a pool. Let's see. Why is that not clicking? Hello, Tatiana. How are you doing? Thank you for saying hello. I know you're working at this time, so I don't know if you're gone by now, but thank you very much for coming by. Tatiana, by the way, is another co-host for a holiday havocathon. I hope that all of y'all are getting y'all TBRs ready. I'm going to start mine next week. I have a few ideas about what I want to read, but nothing really concrete. I got to see availability there, but it's going to be fun. I need to post a sprint schedule. Hello. Oh, there you go. All right. So I still didn't get that list. I guess I'm not writing down stuff this sprint, huh? So I got the nonfiction stuff together, which is nice because that was a chore. Yes, when it comes to video, and it's the idea of saying everything you need to say. It's not the talking part. But anyway, so what does everybody have planned for the rest of the day? Oh, Tatiana, you're working, but have it on my second on. Oh, okay. Oh, it's nice to have multiple monitors. I remember I used to have a job where I had 3 of them. I was like, ooh, got a lot done. Well, thank you for coming in. I hope that everything's going well. Where do you live at? I don't think I ever asked that. I like to know where people live at. I am in New Jersey. Although it is pretty nice outside, y'all, but I don't think I'm gonna make it today. Not today, not gonna get me here. So I've read Crazy Brave. Well, I'm going to be reading Crazy Brave on the next sprint. So now I have time. Let me see up there. Yeah, pretty book, right? Now that I have time to actually read since I have taped, which is nice. And getting some books in. So I want to see what some of these that y'all are discussing are about here. It's been one of those crazy days, y'all, to where not even crazy days, just crazy week where I haven't had a whole lot of things going on, but just been really busy. Rhode Island Ocean State. Oh, that's what that's called, the Ocean State? Okay. I remember there was a store called Ocean State I used to go to. That's what I keep thinking about every time you say it. Rhode Island. Now that's cold weather, I would think, right? Rhode Island's pretty though. A lot of water around Rhode Island. Are you able to get in there? How's the diversity in Rhode Island too? That's another thing. I had a coworker move there. What was it called? Narragansett, I think. Narragansett sounds the name. Let me know if I'm wrong. I think that was the name, but very pretty postcard. Never been though. Never been. Hello, Deidre. How are you doing? You are not late. You are on time whenever you show up. Nothing wrong with that. We are, I think. I feel like I'm at a loss for words because I'm flustered with trying to tape at the same time. But I got my blog taped now. I think I need to edit it because I made a lot of mistakes and I'm going to piecemeal it, which I hate to do. But I said everything I need to say. I just got to figure it out. But what are you going to be reading this sprint as well? Oh, you're in Canada. Oh, okay. Oh, you're really up north. Okay. How's the weather in Canada at this point in juncture? Say hello to Deidre. Warm and cozy. Pat is trying to stay warm. Get a coat, get a sweater, all that jazz. I might need to get one shortly myself. I adopted the weather practice, not the weather practices, the in-home heating practices that I heard in the UK. I was told that if you keep the temperature at one particular temperature in your home, I do 68 unless my husband changes it, which he does, and then just wear a sweater, that it keeps your heating bills, heating and cooling bills at a rather stable temperature. I don't know. They've been all over the place for me, though. Is that what you do, Pat? Not going to be reading anything today. I'm at work and things are a little chaotic at the end of the year. We're expanding our offices. Whew. Does it mean you get a bigger office? Yeah, I think it's very chaotic for a lot of people this time of the year. So I commend you if you're able to get some reading done. Yes, I'm cozy. It's wet, rainy. Yeah, as long as you have to go inside. I don't mind rainy days unless I really want to get out. I mean, I definitely enjoy nice weather. But a rainy day inside is nice. I just think though moisture is always some sort of detriment to homes. And so I think about things like that. Yeah, I'm a worrywart. Hey, there you go. Yay, Deidre. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I remember the days back in the day when I had an office. Now I just roam around the hospital. Diversity. We have a large Latinx population. I had never heard, by the way, of Latinx until I got on BookTube. I'm telling you, I have learned a lot. I've also gotten in my feelings about race so much more. I will say that. Anyway, large Latinx population. Most of the African Americans. Ooh, okay. It's very racist and cold. Hence my desire to move south. Wow. Like Flavor Flav. Wow. Okay. I was not aware. See, when I think of Rhode Island, I think of older white people because that is all the people that I have ever known to go there, including family. So I know there's different populations there, but I don't think of a large Latinx population. Where did that migration come from? And I definitely don't think of African Americans there. That's for sure. Huh. Interesting. Are there pockets like neighborhoods? You know how certain areas have certain neighborhoods that have, higher, denser demographic of certain than others? And then are they flat out? Like, I'm from Texas, so you got to tell me, like, is Rhode Island like Texas or what you perceive? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Those are, neither are good. It's like Bree was saying, you can't be racist and be depressed. Lewis Duncan books, when I think of Rhode Island, love them, but didn't exactly scream diverse. Yes, I agree. Huh. Are you a native Rhode Islander? Now I am so curious. I've never met a native non-white Rhode Islander. But you know what? We all come from somewhere. You live and you learn, right? That's interesting. Really? So what about you, Pat, in the UK? Pat and Kenny, where y'all live at, is it diverse? Or is there pockets? Because I mean, when I think of UK individuals, I don't know if this is the right term, Black Brits. That's what I hear on TV, the Black Brits. But I was told that there are pockets, and that, up until Prince Harry and Meghan Markle getting married, people like to sweep things under the rug, that there's issues, or even put y'all on the radar. And that kind of forced folks to kind of address certain things and say, hey, look, so I don't know. And then I know that when I went to Australia, when people referred to Blacks, they weren't really referring to, hold up. No, what did they say? Some of them refer, when they said brown, they were referring for New Zealand to the Maori population. That's the indigenous there. And then, what did the guy told me? It was a guy, when I mentioned Black, he was like dumbfounded that I was talking about Black people. I forgot what he was saying. What they call them, African? I don't know. It's denunciated differently. Like in the US, we say Black for anybody that's really brown, but it was completely different of how he registered. Like he actually said the word like African something else. It was like they weren't Australian. It was just weird. Latinx came from the fact that they are immigrant friendly state. Huh? We are an immigrant friendly state. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, but immigrants, I don't know. I have an idea when people say immigrant, they don't normally mean brown populations when they're saying they're friendly to them. So that's what kind of is throwing me off. I'm from the South. You forget, we have a different perspective down there, I think. X, you can be illegal and still receive health insurance. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're going to keep politics out of this one, okay? Native Rhode Islander. Rhode Island was the largest slave port outside of Virginia. Ooh, Brown University was founded by the Brown brothers, who made their fortune on the slave trade. Wow, okay. I learned something new. Wow, okay. I was not aware of that. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. I never think about being so far north, especially, about the slave trade and whatnot, because, they were the first to abolish that up there. But yeah, I guess you migrate down south where you make your money at, right? Huh. Okay, well, I learned something new, y'all. Learned something new. I've also been learning with the Indigenous Author Month. I've read a few books. That there's a lot of similarities with Indigenous populations and the discrimination that they face when it comes to Black African populations as well. It's really disheartening. Although I am very much, I enjoy, and I know culture gets lost over time with technological changes. I am enjoying the idea, and also in my feelings a lot, about how much culture I read about in these Indigenous populations, because as they were pushed off of their land and it being stolen, they were able to stay together. Granted, it's in pockets, but there's culture that's passed down to them. And they almost, to a certain extent, were able to kind of retain it. And whereas in the Black populations, it's unfortunate that that has been lost and we don't have that same experience. But still enjoying my minority books, I will say. Oh, yeah, y'all. I'm getting in my feelings thinking about stuff too much. But definitely learn a lot, G Girl. Let me know if there's some other stuff we need to know. But I'm going to gear up for another sprint because that's what we are here to do. Let's see if we can get maybe 2 more in. All right, I'm about to do let's do a 35. I'm going to find a 35. I'm not 35. What am I talking about? I'm going to see if I can find a 45-minute timer here. What is this one? Oh, you know what? Let's just use the same one. I'm into nature today for some reason. If I can get it here. Where am I on? All right, here. Hold up. Nope. Let me get this 45 from here. Rhode Island has a very nasty history with racism. Our official state name was Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. What? Whoa! Yeah, we finally got the plantation removed. What in the world? See, that's one of those things that they don't tell you at all. Wow. How come that's not in history? Wow. Okay. Well, learn something new, y'all. Okay. See, people don't think about that up north. Up north, Northerners like to think that they've removed themselves from the history when it comes to the slave trade. That's just my opinion. But you don't think about that until you hear from someone that lives in certain areas. Because people like to say that, oh, well, the North, they participated, they got rid of it early on and, they weren't as harsh. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there either. I mean, I think a lot of people, I don't know, at least where I'm from, we have a little bit of everybody around here. And I think people are kind of, see, I never knew that either. I think people around here, I think for the most part, people are very covert and just kind of biased and have their own internal biasness. Where I'm from, it's nothing like really flat out any one thing, But I do have a coworker. Oh, girl, y'all, I have this coworker that when I first met her, I liked her. I feel for her. She has a very sad story. She's a white coworker. And the more I'm around her, the more I'm annoyed because she's moving to West Virginia, right? Now, granted, she has a son that moved there and married somebody there, right? But and she has money. But she told me to my face, because we're talking about politics, which I don't like to get into because we're on the, different sides of the spectrum. She's a avid pro-Trump supporter. But she told me to my face that she wants to move to West Virginia to be around people that look like her and that think like her. And we were talking about like closed-mindedness and stuff and about how she has the privilege to be closed-minded and how I, just due to the nature of what I look like, can't afford to be like that. I'm just like, oh. And, this is Nonfiction November. I've been reading books about like racism and why I no longer talk to white people about race. That's a book. Thank you, by the way. Chatty actually is the one that I saw that on your channel and looked it up and decided to read it. Well, I ran across it, but that was the deciding factor of you talked about it. So I was like, let me go ahead and read this book since I've heard it a few times. And it's so poignant in why I get frustrated in speaking with her about race because it's evident she does not care to discuss anybody's plight but her own. And she does get defensive, even though I'm not saying anything bad about her. Anyway, we'll be on this topic all day, y'all. Okay. But anyway, very eye-opening of some things I have read and run across lately, including what Jigra just stated. So on that note, let's get to reading. Bam. Okay, happy reading, y'all. guys. Let's see. How are y'all doing? Ooh, let me pause that. How did it go? Ooh, hold up. Let me see if I can get that off the screen. Technical difficulties and lack of space. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Yucky roll eyes. Yeah, my coworker. Oh, why can't I not show that? All right, give me a minute. Let me take this off the screen. Hide that.
Looking for the best music for your videos? Mm-hmm. Then you should check out the artist. Freedom!
We got like a lag on this thing, y'all. Okay. Okay. So yes, my coworker is very close-minded, to say the least, and is ignorant in the worst kind of way, if you ask me, because even though I've told her about it, she continues to perpetrate that and think there's nothing wrong with it, because she has told me several times about that. So anyway, I think she may have a rude awakening when she goes to Virginia, because when you're around your own, then you develop a whole nother set of problems. But that's another story. Why is this not trying to see comments, y'all? I'm not seeing them. What is going on? Let me click on something else. Let me click on that. There we go. Okay. Yes, echo chamber is awful. I admire you for acknowledging you have different values, opinions, and still be respected. Yes, I mean, I've always believed in to each his own. I feel like as a minority in this world, you don't have the luxury all the time to express yourself and to say what you really feel. She apparently expresses herself very well. Let's just say that. So doing keyword research on book tags for search engine optimization, and apparently main keyword searches looked at for book related stuff. Song of Achilles, talk about books, booktube channels, and African American. Book tags for search engine optimization, main keyword searchers looked at for book related stuff. Really? Huh. That is interesting. I don't have a pen. There, I'll put it in my new little planner here. Keywords. I wonder if I should just add these randomly things. Okay, so we have Song of Achilles. I heard that was a pretty popular book. You have talk about books. What about just keyword books? Booktube channels and African American. Really? That's interesting. I guess that's if people are really looking to look at just books, though. What about other stuff? That's interesting. Didn't think about that. Okay. African American authors. Maybe, it could be time of year as well, though. Like you just came off of Black Readathon, so you had a lot of Black authors around that time frame. I wonder if maybe those interest in certain topics wax and wane over different times of years. I started into the book White Horse, and I read 50 pages. Ooh, how was it? Are you enjoying it? I read a few pages and started getting ready for the dreaded work, right? Hey, you got to make some money. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you have a good shift. I've learned that some of the people I grew up with have vastly different political views than I do. I'm trying to deal with that. You know what? I am respectful to anyone's political view. I feel like that's one of the things about being in America is that you have that option to have a different political view. We're a melting pot. I do think society skews one way versus the other, but you have that right. However, I don't like when people try to force their opinions on other people. I've never been one of those that basically disowned you because we had a difference of opinion. Like, okay, to each his own and move on. However, there are many people in this world do not have that same mentality and will browbeat you until you have that same opinion. And if you don't, then they just get disrespectful. Yes. And like I said, some people in this world do not have the luxury of always stating their opinion or being able to express certain points of views. Not to insult West Virginia, but isn't it one of the poorest states in the country? Yes, it is. It is. She is moving to, she's building some huge friggin' house. Like her house down here is like 5,000 square foot. So she believes she's downsizing by getting a 3,000 square foot house with 4 bedrooms, about to be a retiree. To each his own, but I just think it's going to be a rude awakening when you move to it. Like I see, look at YouTube. There's a few YouTube channels that I don't know how I came across it. I binge watched it for one day about West Virginia and a lot of the areas. There's some dire poor areas. Like when we think we're poor because maybe our lights got cut off like every once in a while, there's people that have never had running water or electricity. It's really, really sad. Some areas where the industry almost just kind of up and left overnight and people are destitute and homeless. I don't know exactly where she's at in all of that area because I know that it's a new development, probably one of those gentrifications in a different way, areas that she's building a home into. But driving around, I think will be an eye opener of, this attitude that everybody has the same life, everybody has the same opportunities in life. And if you're not successful, that means you didn't work hard enough. I've tried to explain to her on several times that like not everybody has the privilege of being able to afford an education. And there's also a certain privilege in having the intellectual capacity. Some people, regardless of what you look like, don't have that intellectual capacity and never will to be able to go out and, get a job that make tons of money. Some of them might not be able to even work at Walmart, So I don't look down on anybody because of their plights in life. I'm appreciative of where I'm at and what I've been able to accomplish because I worked my ass off, that's for sure. But I'm not going to look down on someone else's plight, especially if I'm not trying to help them in that plight. Like, why am I going to look down so much on that? But I don't like that other people look down on folks that have done nothing to them, but also can't have a wider view of the world when you're addressing me. Because like I said, I can't afford to be this narrow-minded. Whenever I found myself being tunnel vision about certain things, there's always been something, and I'm going to say it, it's been race related. There's always something race related that hits back home to me that regardless of who I'm around, I'm really one step below, and so in the perception. So I keep that in the back of my mind, no matter who I'm around. And I get along with everybody. I don't care, some of my best friends are white. It's not an issue, but I also am cognizant of who I am and who I'm around. And I don't look down on other people because of who they are and where they are in life. I accept you where you're at. And I also know that I can't just move away because I don't like that the demographics of the area I have to address. Anyway, whatever. We'll be talking about this all day. I keep hearing about White Horse. I hope that you're liking it. Yeah, there's some books that are definitely making their way around BookTube, lately. And I think it has to do with the different readathons, which I definitely am enjoying the readathons because I hate to say give me an excuse to read certain books, but it's allowing me the opportunity to force myself to read books that I might not think about reading otherwise. So for that, I'm appreciative. Her mother's ghost in it is so far is reading very simplistic. Nothing wrong with that. Helps you absorb it better. I don't mind having different views, but some people tend to insult people. Yes, I hate that. Some people cannot agree to each his own. It's like an insult that the person did not come over to their way of viewing. I cannot be around people like that. Okay, so what happened in Detroit? I'm thinking of a whole bunch of different scenarios. I was at the political arena there. I really do believe that most people are doing the best they can with what they have and what they know. It is best to be compassionate. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what's interesting though is this. I keep going back to this girl because I worked with her the other day, and every time I work with her, I'm having less and less tolerance. No matter how nice she is in one instance, she's really nasty in the next. Like she'll be like, "Oh, those people should go F themselves." Like, you would never see this lady and think that will come out of her mouth. And that's on top of the political viewpoints. Okay. That's just if somebody doesn't agree with her. But yes, I agree. I agree. But she actually has someone that's special needs in her family. And she's just like, why can't he get it together? He can't mentally get it together. That's why. Oh my gosh. It is good to know people, not judge people. Yes. I personally, like, I'm a realist in life. I really am. It drives my husband nuts, but I'm a realist in life. I think to a certain extent, we all judge. Like, just bottom line, we judge. It is what it is. Same thing when people say we don't see race. Yeah, you do. We all see race. I see race. Does it let me affect my bottom line with you? No. Unless you piss me off, or unless you're doing something dirty with me, then I'm just going to wash my hands of you and be like, okay, this is probably why. Like, I'm a realist in recognizing why people have certain motivations that they do in life, okay? And why they can be biased, because we all have them. But to me, I feel like what you do and the action that you create according to that is where I have the issue with people. You know, it's just like some people don't want to date somebody that's a big person. Okay, go right ahead. That's no problem if that is not your preference. But don't go up to some big person and be like, oh, I don't want to date fat chicks. Like, I have had, not to me, but I've had people tell my friends that. Like, just rude. We could talk about that all day, y'all. We're about to talk about books. If it wasn't for Brandy's book club pick, I wouldn't have read The Firekeeper's Daughter, one of my favorite books. I saw that on, where did I think I was doing a Google search about something yesterday, and I saw that. Okay, I didn't read it though. Is it really, really good? I feel like a lot of these books that are going around are like YA books, and I think that's why I haven't read them. Not to mention, it's only so much time in the world that I have. I've read across some really good books, y'all. I feel like if I would have joined BookTube years ago, all these books that y'all would be talking about, it would have made its round in my psyche. And since I only just joined this year, my TBR is a mile long with a bunch of books that y'all keep talking about. And I wish I would have read them. Good books out there, though. Okay, y'all. So let's do one more last teensy sprint, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay, let me see if I can get another timer here. I hope that y'all are getting some good reading done. I think I hear rain. Oh my gosh. Can't escape it, y'all. Can't escape it. Ooh, stop. Can't escape the rain. I'm trying to find a timer here. I should have never took that other one off. All right, you know, let's just play this one. Let's see what plays. What's gonna play? My timer's just doing its own thing, y'all. Let's do a good 15 minutes and we'll call it a day, okay? So y'all can get on with y'all day. And then I need to edit this video, so hopefully some folks can look at it. That's my hope, right?
At Chewy, you can save on all the gifts you need for the gifts that keep on giving. Because
starting this way, y'all. Probably this jacket, this sweater I got on here. Feel like I'm like low energy today, y'all. Hope I'm not getting sick. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna put this on here. Oh, hold up. I don't want to date you. You're fat, sir. I'm married. My husband is staying. Oh, yeah, yep. There has been people. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, I read that book when it came out and read it to Scolding. Okay, I'm gonna have to add that. See, I don't know. We'll see how I have time. I'm gonna write that one on here. White horse. Yeah, I've seen some really interesting books, I will say, with Scoden. I'm enjoying myself. I feel like so many people are picking Stephen Graham Jones because he's easiest. Now, I read one book by him a while back. I was like scarred for life, and I decided to give him another chance. And so I read Night of the Mannequins, and it was really good. But I do plan to pick up some other stuff by him. But I feel like with Indigenous Author Month, there are so many more authors than just him. I think he's probably one of the most recognizable names and faces. So my goal is to read other books by other authors besides him for exposure for myself and maybe others if somebody happens to look at my videos. So that's the only reason why I'm not really like picking up too much of him. But I keep running into his books every time I'm looking for an indigenous author. And I'm like, nope, not him. No offense to him, but I want to read somebody else. It's YA. Ooh, maybe because it isn't too smooth. I want some smut. You know what I mean? I like some smut. Audio's good. I've been enjoying those lately. All right. I will add Firekeeper's Daughter. Firekeeper. It might actually be on my list, but let me see. Firekeeper's Daughter. I'll check later. Firekeeper's Daughter. Okay. Okay, on the list here. Let's get some 15 minutes, y'all. Let's make it count. I should be telling myself that, right? Okay. Happy reading, y'all. Hello. Man, time flies. I was getting into this book here. Okay, y'all, we're going to be wrapping it up. So how's your reading going? I got me some tea, a cuppa, as Pat would say. What is this? I'm trying to read it from across the room. This is caramel rooibos tea. So caramel red tea. Delicious. Don't even need sugar. Sometimes I do milk. I know that's the UK way, right? Whew, it is chilled, y'all. Very, very chilly in this room. Yep, so Crazy Brave is getting pretty good, I think. This is a nonfiction, so just kind of learning her memoir story, y'all. Some crazy stuff people go through in life. When I think about my life being kind of nuts, I read some of these books and I'm like, I didn't have it that bad. Definitely interesting. Anybody still here? Oh, bye, Mom, by the way. I did see you called earlier, but I was kind of in the midst of some stuff. So I'm going to call you a little bit later, okay? I hope that your book is going well. If you would like to talk and say a few words, you can call me now, though. If not, then I'll talk to you. Well, if you want to say a few words on camera, you can call me now. If not, then I'll call you later. Just giving Mom, Mom doesn't text, so just giving her an opportunity to say her piece. I know she's reading. Let's see. Cup of caramel tea. Yes, it's delicious. It's funny how, like, when I was younger, I drank a lot of tea. And I'm from the South, but I really enjoy a hot cup of tea, I will say. But I always had sugar in it. And now when I drink tea as an adult, I generally don't add sugar. I may add like some coffee creamer every now and then, or maybe a little sugar, but mostly I just drink it plain. And it's actually not bad. I think when it's very aromatic, it kind of gives the idea that it's sweet to your senses, even though it's not. Very good. I've been drinking a lot of that. I got a pack of 100, so tons to go. Just getting some work ready for tomorrow. Nothing wrong with that. Get your work done. Get your work done. Make your dollars. Pat, Mom says hello. Mom, Pat says hello. Okay, y'all. Let's wrap up here. Unless y'all want to tell me about your books or anything like that. Got some sprints later today. Not with me, but with some other people. It's going to be fun. Pat, you want to say who's sprinting? I think today is Christine, right? It's Tuesday. So today is Christine. I don't have my sheet with me. Yesterday was Books with Bonnie. I was enjoying that. I did not work yesterday, so I had an opportunity to go on because generally she is going off by the time that I come on. So I'm excited to see her beautiful face, and she had Princess on, and it was a riot. Oh my gosh. I did not get nearly as many crazy things. Actually, I don't think people really comment really much on my videos to even say a bunch of negative stuff. I get somebody that says I'm promoting something every now and then, like insinuating I'm getting paid, which is definitely not the case. But that's the extent of really my crazy comments. So that was really fun. Britt Whitley and Shay and Christine. Ooh, okay. I don't know Britt Whitley. Okay, that's a new one. I'll have to look up. Okay, I might be subscribed, but I just don't know that name. Okay, well, I definitely will be on. See, I have to work sprints around the husband, and that's the thing, because he doesn't book stuff, but he understands it. But he does video game, but we can't just be our own separate ways all the time. So at some point, we both have to just put this up and pay attention to each other. So sometimes I'll dip into sprints like 10:30, like 30 minutes or so before I go to bed. But other than that, some days I'm able to commit to sprints longer than others. During the day is the best time because he's working. But at night, I got to kind of calm down at times. Which means I need to get this editing done before he gets home. So Anyway, okay, well, thank y'all for coming and keeping me company today. And I hope that I kept y'all company as well. This has just been one of those days where I really am just like, I'm kind of chilled, actually. I hope I'm not, I don't think I'm getting sick. Yes, I did come back. Yeah. I'm actually gearing up to leave. So I'm not saying that I hope that I see y'all later and maybe next week I'll have a little bit more energy. Let's see. I'm looking at my calendar here. Next week is what the world? I can't read from here. 22nd. Yeah, I'll be here next Tuesday. Hey, get your work on. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Britt Witcherly and they're together. Okay, that's cool. Well, I will definitely try to check those out. I will definitely will. I'm subscribed, so definitely will. Well, thank y'all very much for attending. I hope to see all y'all lovely folks later. Mom, like I said, I'll call you later. Hydrate, clap me up. Bye, y'all. It's been very fun today.